Hey guys, let's go ahead and start today's collective. Today is Monday, and we're going to be looking at, since Monday is ruled by the moon, it has to do with our intuition. It also has to do with, I'm pulling the what's this deck called? The Ancestral Path Tarot, because the moon also deals with past life connections, and I don't know, I just felt really drawn to it today, so that's what we're going to do. So first we're going to start with, it didn't fall out, we're going to start with the Rumi Oracle, which is one of my all-time favorite oracles. This oracle, this is the first oracle deck I bought, and it's been with me throughout my whole spiritual journey, so I love it. It's pretty old. It's a little busted. Okay, what is the message for today? What's the message for today? Hopefully only one falls out, because these are long as hell. Okay. Well, we're going to take it, because it's Rumi. We can't reject it. So we've got two long messages. One is Beyond the Threshold of Fear, and two, Celestial Rose of Ma. So, let me look up number 25 first. Okay. So this one, hold on. I feel like, oh, I forgot I dimmed the lights. I was like, why does it feel dim? Okay. This one says, after so long, you are changing your relationship to fear. No more shall it hold you in its thrall. You are becoming able to observe it, to witness it, even to have compassion rather than resistance. Instead of unconsciously sabotaging your growth and choosing to slumber in darkness, you awaken and delight in the light and sound of your divine being. Push and pull, one step forward and half a step back. So it has been for so long, and you have endured. Yes, you are winning the race, brave one, and fear is left to fizzle out. It was always a far less beautiful firework than your passionate conviction for love anyway. Better to let that dazzling firework come to light instead, much more satisfying. Oh, what a spiritual marathon you have been running. Now the end is in sight. You are drinking the sacred waters to replenish you from your journey. The cups are pushed into your hands by encouraging angels as you approach that blessed sash marking the finish line. Your body and soul are on this journey together, and now they are ready for victory, and yes, to rest and recover from the effort. Rest now before a new adventure begins from a completely different state of being. This oracle comes with spiritual guidance for you. You have broken through a barrier, a self-imposed barrier of fear, whether it seemed to originate from within your consciousness or from an external set of circumstances, that held you back from taking the steps you are now taking or just about to take. These steps may feel strange, new, uncertain, and exciting. Your mind might not have received the memo that fear-based existence is no longer in operation for you. It may need a loving, tender, reassuring, and firm update that the relationship you have with fear is now rather different. You are the witness, not the victim. Your consciousness is strong enough to hold it in compassion. You don't collapse under its weight. In fact, it is becoming less and less substantial for you. When it is there, it seems less convincing than what it once appeared to be. Compelling still at times, perhaps, but not anywhere near as powerful as it once was. That power has been claimed by your heart instead. So give your mind the memo. Get used to the new way and take steps. Test your legs. You'll find them powerful and ready. Get set to fly. Test your wings. Trust is one, daring is the other. You'll find them enthusiastic for flight and ready to learn to ride the currents, purpose-built for soaring to great heights. Trust in your vision. Without the murky filter of fear, it is sharp and clear. You can see what is meant for you, what is true for you, what is beckoning you forward now. Take the running leap. There is no darkness and light for you anymore, just life, living free and clear. I'll be running and flying beside you. We'll soar and dive and rise together. Let's play. So somebody's definitely, not that they're releasing fear, because fear is never really fully released, but they're learning to look at it from a different perspective, right? Learning to almost minimize what it's doing in their lives. Okay, now let's read number 10. I told you these were long. The Celestial Rose of Ma. It says, a spiritual gift is on its way to you. The celestial rose of the Divine Mother is a precious offering of a sacred love to the soul. That love can lift you beyond what you have known, beyond self-imposed limits by the uplifting fragrance of grace. You will begin to think thoughts you have never dared think before. You will feel moved by life, by its sacredness, in a way hitherto elusive to you. You will feel ecstasy without apparent cause, and you will feel as though every breath is a seductive caress of the heavenly lover. You will be open and surrendered in a way you have longed to be, but in a way you've never known quite how to go about. This spiritual gift signifies the ending of a period of suffering and the opening up to a time of new opportunity, a flourishing and thriving release of your unique soul fragrance into the world. It is a gift worth having. So then, the sticking point is not the value of the gift. The sticking point, the place where one can stumble and place hands to the ground to break a fall rather than open them to receive, is in the thorn. The thorn is the point of pain. It is what tears at you, but is essential for you to receive the rose. Your thorn may be the love you need to let go of now, so you are open to your present rather than your haunted past. Your thorn may be the fear that if you grow too vibrant and embrace the magnificence of your being, others will shun you out of jealousy or fear and leave you alone. Your thorn may be a constant need to bargain with life, that you shall take one step provided certain unwanted events don't take place, rather than just accepting it and living it as presented to you. Your thorn may be looking deep within the heart and removing a crown of thorns, representative of your suffering over a long, long time, letting it go, allowing the heart to heal. This, with a sense of virginal purity to emanate from the heart, realizing that even great suffering has not tarnished its radiance, but only allowed it to grow strong. Your ready for love heart can now be free from expectations and instead be open to life with curiosity and reverence. Oh, those thorns. They have served their purpose, not in and of themselves, but rather that they have proven you worthy of the rose and ready now to receive its beauty, healing, and grace. Whatever your thorns are or have been, be willing to deal with them, to face them, and most importantly, to release them without any shred of doubt, shame, guilt, or recrimination, beloved. They have served, and now their purpose has been completed. The celestial rose of Ma promises a gift worth so much more than any pain you are holding on to. So release to receive it now. Can you sense the dew-soft petals and luscious fragrance opening up to you now? Okay. So, there is a gift headed the collective's way, but it comes after these are connected then, because this is like to receive the rose, it might come with thorns, and you're going to have to go beyond the threshold of fear to be able to receive the rose. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at today's collective. Let's see what shows up. These, I forgot this is my two-hander. It is not going to be shuffled lightly. By the way, there have been scammers. Again, please remember, even if they have my pictures and my name, before you respond to them, click on their profile. If it does not take you to my page, my main page, it is not me. Also, I will never have to solicit you for readings. The fact that they're soliciting you tells you it's not me. Also, look at the age of the profile. That'll also tell you it's not me. And those of you who are showing appreciation by reacting, commenting, sharing, and especially my subscribers, thank you so much. You guys are a godsend. And that's why I put as much energy and time as I can into my readings, because y'all deserve every little bit that I can give of quality, okay? Also, personal readings are open now. I just created a post about it, but I pinned it. If you want to go look at it, look at the pinned post. It'll give all the details, how, when, where, and what, okay? All right, let's get to it. Let's see. Tell us about today's collective. What's today's collective about? Ooh. Okay. Wow. 5 of Cups. This 5 of Cups is especially brutal. I'll explain why in a minute. The Fool. What's today's collective? The 6 of Cups. One more. And the Chariots. With the Emperor. Wow. Okay. So the Emperor is here twice, actually, because the Emperors or the Empress are the ones that drive the chariot, but it's a masculine figure here, so it's an Emperor. This is going to be an intense story already. I can already feel it because this Five of Cups is King Arthur being betrayed by Guinevere. Is that her name? Guinevere? Yeah, Guinevere. Guinevere and Lancelot, his wife, and one of his most trusted knights. His most, if not the most trusted knight. That's why he's in despair and sorrow and grief while they're over here, you know, acting like they don't know what's going on. So with the Fool card here, this feels like self-awareness though. This Fool card is different than most Fool cards because if you notice, I believe that this is the artist or the creator of the deck. I'm not sure which one, but she's holding up a picture of herself. And then in the card she's holding, if you see, this is the Ancestral Path Tarot, and she's holding up her card herself. So it feels like self-awareness. Six of Cups. This is more, this Six of Cups has less to do with soulmates and has more to do with the acquisition of knowledge, but it is cups. So it's like precious knowledge, knowledge that you love, knowledge that is important to you. And then we've got the Chariot. I'm going to say that this Emperor just found out that his partner could have been deceiving him with either somebody really close to him, like a best friend, a brother, a business associate or a business partner, somebody really close to them. This is one of the worst Five of Cups ever. I don't know. Let's look into it and see what the drama is. Clarify Five of Cups. Clarify the Five of Cups. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this flipped over. Eight of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. With the Nine of Pentacles. So usually I love the Queen of Pentacles, but you know, I'm not gonna shit on her because she's making a mistake is what's happening, right? But this mistake is causing somebody a lot of pain. And so it's more difficult to just brush it away like, oh, it's just a little mistake. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this means that she's not really working on herself, because if you notice, the Pentacles are supposed to escalate, right? 8, 9, and 10. It feels like she didn't do any work to get where she's at now. The 10 of Pentacles comes from being with the Emperor, her husband, the King of Pentacles. She's not showing up as somebody who's really putting in any work, but she's living a life of luxury and also acting single as hell while her husband is over here working his ass off. Yep, 10 of Staves, a lot of responsibility. But Ace of Swords, yeah, he just acquired some knowledge. Let's look into that. It's like he just realized. The Fool here feels like self-awareness, realization too. But the knowledge is this one. Clarify Six of Cups. What knowledge did he just acquire? Clarify Six of Cups. Death card. Okay, these flipped over. Three of Pentacles. King of Wands in reverse. So I'm going to say the King of Wands is Lancelot. The Lancelot persona. With the Death card, he just realized that he lost two people. Like this three, like the Emperor, the Empress, well, I wouldn't call her an Empress, but the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Wands were like the Three of Cups. They were family, they were close. Three of Pentacles, they built something together. So with the Death card, it's like, yeah, this little Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles thing we had going on is dead. Because somebody close to me, King of Wands, Now, the story could morph as we go, because we all know it's not set in stone, right? It's the first layer. But this is what I've got so far. Something is ending. A foundation is being destroyed. With the Death card, though, it is... I always see the Death card because it's a major arcana, and it's basically the universe saying, I approve of this. That as painful as this may seem, and that's why these are here, right? As painful as this may seem, this is actually going to benefit the Emperor long term. This Queen of Pentacles is most likely not his partner. I mean, look at what she's doing, right? But she doesn't really add anything to his life, right? Even though he may believe she does. He's sitting here carrying all the responsibility by himself. And an Empress doesn't allow the Emperor to carry all responsibility by himself. So there is something new coming his way. But look, I knew that was going to come out. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. These 3 were very close for a long time. And he's going to have to let it go, which is why he's in sorrow and pain, because he most likely very much loved this person as well as his wife, obviously. And with the Chariot, it's like he's got to move forward. Even if he doesn't want to, he's got to. You can't, this is not something you can come back from. Unless they become like brother husbands. No, husband brothers, what's it called? Actually, let's scoot these here. Okay. Next set. Queen of Swords. Five of Staves. The World. Ooh, wow. Okay. And the King of Staves. So in the first row, when we clarified, the King of Wands came out in reverse. Now he's coming out upright. Which means that he's not, I mean, that's really the reality of things, right? There's no such thing as just a bad, evil person. I mean, there's a few, but those are rare. More than anything, it'll be somebody that's just not in their best self at that time. They're not at their best moment, okay? So 5 of Sacred Circles. These two, because I believe that this is the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, King of Wands. They have chosen to be ostracized. They have chosen to betray their community to be together. Yep, look at that. Okay, okay. So I'm actually going to move these a little lower, since we're not going to use the full screen, because these are just way too big. They would fill up everything within 3 rows. I will say, to be fair, because every story has 2 sides, right? To be fair, we're going to play devil's advocate a little bit. 5 of Wands says that they did fight it. They fought their attraction to each other. The sexual tension was probably there almost as soon as they met, but because of the circumstances under which they met, they probably fought the attraction for a really long time. But with the World card here, it tells me that this was like, it was time. It was time for this little sexual tension thing to end. It was time for her connection with the Emperor to end. It was time for his connection with the Emperor to end. Because honestly, these 2 people are probably meant to be in the Emperor's life up to a certain point and then out. So let's see. Let's try and be a little bit more fair, okay? Because these are still human beings. They're making a mistake, but that doesn't mean that they're terrible, horrible, evil people. Even if the people that are hurt by them probably see them that way, that's not accurate. What value? Let's see. What value did the Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles bring into the Emperor's life? What value does she bring into the Emperor's life? Page of Swords. Well, Jesus. Okay. Okay. All right. See? So, first of all, I feel like when the Emperor met this Queen of Swords, he had a broken heart. I was going to say it's her, but no. Because we have 4 swords overall. When this Emperor met her, they had a broken heart. They had just gone through hurt. They had just gone through betrayal. And she helped them get out of that. The Page of Swords means that she taught them to look at life from a different perspective. She brought them a whole new point of view, really. She made them feel good. She made them feel seen, appreciated, heard. Yeah, and this person had probably never had that. So whoever they were with before never showed them appreciation. So they were very grateful. They fell in love. Okay. So what led to her and the Emperor falling apart? 2 of Wands. What led to this King of Wands, Hanged Man, Knight of Swords? Okay. There he is again. So what led them to fall apart? Nothing really. Well, there's 2 things I see here. 1, 2 of Wands is this Emperor, he had a goal. This card always makes me think of somebody who's out to conquer the world, like me. But it's like the Emperor always had plans. Maybe he was very busy, because we do have 3 wands here, which indicates that she probably missed him a lot. She probably was always yearning for his time, his attention. And then we have, Captain Save-A-Ho over here saying, I got you. I will give you the attention. With the Hanged Man, though, he really was, again, to be fair, he was trying to keep his hands and dick to himself. He was trying. He thought he could do it. He thought, I can be around somebody I'm highly attracted to, but because she's my brother's wife or my best friend's wife or my business partner's wife, whatever they were, or partner, doesn't have to be wife, right? I can respect that. I can temper it. I can get it under control. Yeah, out of respect for the Emperor. So they really tried. It's not like they just saw each other and instantly fell into bed. They really were trying to not dishonor the connection they had with the Emperor. Let's see, what is this King of Staves to the Emperor? This is going to be a pretty triggering story, I think. So if you relate, I'm already sorry, but just, just comment an emoji. Maybe don't go off on me. Clarify King of Wands. What was the King of Wands to this Emperor? What's the King of Wands to the Emperor? Okay, that's not wanting to respond. So what kind of connection did these 2 have? What kind of connection did there we go. 6 of Swords. High Priestess. What kind of connection did these 2 have? King of Wands and the Emperor. Well, that came out in reverse, actually. 1 more. Strength card. Wasn't this strange? Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Jesus Christ on a cracker. I'm over here thinking, because it showed Lancelot on there, that this person was close to the Emperor. No, he was not. 5 of Swords, this was his greatest enemy. This was like if the Emperor was a superhero, this was his arch nemesis. So the Emperor is what? Superman, and this is Lex Luthor, and this is Thanos compared to the Avengers. You see what I'm saying? It's the arch nemesis here. So this is even worse. This is even worse because Five of Swords is psychological warfare. You know that song? Oh, who's the? Hold on, I have to look it up. There's a rap song. I don't even listen to rap, but I saw this on a TikTok. And I think it's Tupac, actually. Yep, it's a song that I think is called I don't know. I can't find it right now, but anywho, this I don't want to spend too much time looking for it, but the song is like, I fucked your bitch. And that's the lyric I remember, because I was like, damn. this is that energy. That's why the Five of Swords is here, because the King of Wands, who already showed up 3 times, I think it was the opposite. Okay, now it's making more sense. This takes the betrayal, I think, to a different area. Okay, different area than what we had thought. This King of Wands felt the attraction to his enemies, or somebody he really didn't like, right? To that person's partner. And they're thinking, oh, perfect. Because now I can fuck his bitch. Six of Swords. They did have some sort of interaction, though. Six of Swords, like the King of Wands is somebody the Emperor came to for some sort of advice. He had High Priestess energy, so this was like, you know, if it was back in the days of the royalty, this would have been an advisor, even like frenemy sort of energy. Like they got along, but they knew that there was an undercurrent of tension. High Priestesses, this person is somebody the Emperor respected. They would come to them for advice, even if they didn't get along. Ace of Swords in reverse. This is why you need to be careful who you go to for advice, because with this card here and this card here and this card here, it tells me that sometimes this person would not give the right advice just because he didn't like that person. Of course, 6 and Ace of Swords is the 7. He was secretive. He was tricky, sneaky. He kept a lot of repressed resentment, anger, jealousy, rage, pettiness. He held it down because he wanted to stay close to the Emperor. And then he saw the perfect opportunity to, you know, energetically one-up him. Oh, look, I fucked your bitch. So, oh, that's... Okay, I spent way too much time on that one. Okay, but still, y'all get the point, right? Y'all get the gist. Moving on. Next set. So I feel like this is a story for... That one flipped over, so... This is a story for the Emperor, because it's about having to release something that really hurt him, because something beautiful is coming in. Next set. But it's giving us the backstory of why he would be incredibly hurt, why he might have trust issues, why he might, you know, yep, there she is. I knew she was both Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, okay? Interestingly, we keep getting cards of restraint. So 10 of Staves in reverse tells me that this is actually part of the reason why the universe kind of how to put this? I feel like the universe kept aligning these two, the King of Wands and the Queen of Sacred Circles, Queen of Swords, because honestly, they wanted the Emperor to drop her. This person was not good for the Emperor, and he held on to her. And the universe is like, I know this is going to hurt, baby, but we got to cut this loose. This is dead meat. This is, no, not dead dead weight, sorry. This is dead weight you're carrying around. Even if you see her, the Emperor respected her though, loved her, saw her as somebody who was nurturing, who was loving, who was intelligent. I mean, if you look at her, she's a giant, right? Compared to this little island. The Emperor saw her as a giant in his life, and he probably had a lot of loyalty to her. And the universe is like, no. She needs to go. She's not good for you. Strength card here. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords was somebody very central, because if you look at this is somebody who, her titties are all out. You know, she's not even, she doesn't hide, and not that she should, right? But she's tamed this Emperor, because even, well, you know, he was the overall energy, but he even looked kind of like a lion. The Emperor is under her control, and it's not good for him, because this is not the type of person. She has Princess of Staves energy. Look at her. Probably very beautiful though. And I feel like, unfortunately, this Emperor might have been very superficial. There's a level of superficial here, because the fact that beautiful is the first thing that came to mind, and yet she's sketchy, right? She's sketchy. She's showing up as Princess of Staves. She's not somebody who's loyal. Even if she did help heal him at some point, she's a burden that the universe wants him to drop. And with the Nine of Staves, he's like, no. I will carry this responsibility. I don't know why. Let's see. Why did the universe think she's something the Emperor needs to drop? A burden that the Emperor needs to drop. We already know she doesn't really help him, right? He's the one that carries all the responsibility. So that could be it. But let's see. Clarify. Why is she a burden that the Emperor needs to drop? Four of Wands. Three of Pentacles. There he is. Oh. Okay. So it's time for him to transform. It's time for him to elevate. But the thing is, he's so busy working, he's so busy building, because he's building by himself, that the universe is like, you really don't have time for anything else. And for you to be able to relax a little bit, we're going to need you to drop, because I feel like the Queen of Sacred Circles, in this one, especially because they're calling her a burden, I think that she would keep pushing this king to build. Like, she wanted money, she wanted social status, she wanted more toys, she wanted a bigger house. So this person's like, I have to keep working. The universe is like, this is the time to transform. You need to let go of the person that's pushing you. Because one thing is having ambition, right? There's nothing wrong with ambition, but there's a difference with having greed. Ambition is somebody who's driven, somebody who wants to build something. Greed means at all cost, no matter who gets in the way, no matter what it costs that person. And that's not okay. There's a difference, okay? So that's why. All right. One more thing. Why did the Emperor hold on to her so much? Clarify Nine of Staves. Why did the Emperor hold on to her so much? Nine of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. The Moon card and the Lovers, oh Lord. So the Emperor thought, even though there was a lot of moments where he was really stressed out, this person really stressed him the fuck out. But with the Seven of Pentacles, he's seeing her like an investment. I've invested a lot of time, money, energy into this person. I have a history with them. So even if I don't know where this is going, even if it scares the shit out of me sometimes, having a person like this, she's my person, so I got to deal with it. I also felt there's a possibility the investment may have taken things like, for some, it won't apply to everybody, it's a collective. For some, it even went into things like, plastic surgery, so things like that again, superficial energies coming through. It's like, I'm not saying all plastic surgeries like that. I understand some of it, but this is just purely cosmetic. This is somebody who just wanted to have a fatter ass, bigger tits without any, any work put into it. And the Emperor's over here like, well, I'm paying for it. Might as well hold on to it. Lord, he needs help. So, of course, that's why the death card's there. Like, honey, we need you to transform. Let go of that shit. Next set. The Moon. Again, there was a lot of uncertainty in this connection. There was a lot of triggering each other. Four of Cups. See, the Emperor wasn't happy, though. He already knew something was up. It wasn't satisfying. The Death card. The Ace of Staves. Interesting. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay. So the Celestial Rose has arrived. This gift that's meant to come to this Emperor arrives. It's right in front of him. It looks divine. And it's definitely sparked his interest. Because it's like he's the type of person that's meant to evolve. I mean, he is an emperor. Let's be real. Emperors are supposed to level up, right? He's supposed to evolve. But he's sitting here like, but I'm loyal to I already have a partner, which is understandable. That's good on him. He's trying to be loyal. But he's definitely intrigued by whoever it is that's come into his life to help him transform. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I don't know which card to clarify, so I'm just going to do a general. Who is the gift? Who's the gift? Uh-oh. Flipped over. Wow. King of Wands in reverse. Okay, that's one gift. That's kind of a... Who's the gift? Ain't that a bitch? Who's the gift? This is Jesus Christ. Okay. See? So the actual gift hasn't arrived. There's two gifts though. I'm going to say, I'm thinking of that song of, it's an old Mexican bolero song. It's called Tres Regalos. So this could be three gifts, but overall, the first gift, as confusing as it is to this king, to this emperor, the first gift is the fact that this raggedy ass King of Wands, and notice he flipped over again. So again, he's showing the worst traits of the King of Wands. He's probably committed too, but he can't keep his dick out of somebody else's woman. So the raggedy ass King of Wands is taking the raggedy ass Queen of Swords, and now the Emperor wants a divorce. As confusing and painful as it is for him, this is a gift. Because if you notice, I was asking the whole time I was shuffling, I was asking, what was the gift? The divorce. So they were married, or they were in some sort of contract together. Maybe they weren't married, but they owned a house together. Maybe they owned properties together. The splitting up of this partnership is a gift. Even if he doesn't understand it right now. So this kind of changed the tone of this row. In the sense that I thought it was, because I can sense, again, something else is coming in, right? So I thought this was it, but not yet. So the Lovers is him realizing that, we've got we've got Kermit and Missy over here fucking around. And he's probably really confused because he feels rejected. And as an emperor with the Ten of Wands, it means he literally did everything possible to keep this connection going. But that's exactly what the universe is trying to say. Like, this is not a one-man job. A partnership is two people. You did everything to keep it going, but did your partner do everything to keep it going? This is meant to help him transform every loss. And I'm saying this because I'm Scorpio dominant. I promise you, every loss we go through teaches us something. And he's in that phase right now. He's about to hit Ace of Wands energy. Right now, he's going through a little bit of dark night of the soul, you know, because this is going to be really painful. It's going to be hurtful. But let's be real. These people didn't deserve to have him in their lives. And, oh, look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Clarify Ace of Staves. Okay, that flipped over. Nine of Swords. Clarify Ace of Staves. Well, okay. That took a little bit of an unexpected turn. Because of the grief, because of feeling rejected, feeling betrayed, hurt, abandoned, the Emperor is kind of slipping into a, I'm going to say it's a moment, because a true Emperor doesn't really behave like this most of the time. But it's almost like, you know, when you're going through an intense moment, you feel like you're losing your mind. You do things you're not really used to doing, right? So this is where he's at. The Nine of Swords is in reverse, which intensifies it. It means he feels like he's losing his sanity, really. So he's doing this thing, Ace of Staves, Seven of Cups, and the Devil. He is being very amorous right now with maybe multiple people, dating, almost like, you know, like his manhood has been called into question is what it feels like. He feels like his masculinity has been threatened. He's been made to feel that he wasn't enough, and so now he's kind of, not my favorite part of the story so far, but he's kind of sticking his dick into everything that he finds attractive, trying to like make a point of like, look, I am wanted. Okay, all right, let's see. Next set. So yeah, we've got the Emperor going through a dark night of the soul here. Next set. The Wheel of Fortune. Again, this is just a part of his path. He just doesn't know it yet. Ace of Cups. Oh, Two of Cups. Look at that. Like I said, two aces, something new has appeared. Let's see, one more. And this person is single as a Pringle. Judgment. Okay. So somebody has shown up now into this Emperor's life. Could be a Queen of Cups, doesn't have to be. Which means, unfortunately, if it is a Queen of Cups, it means that she shares similar traits than the person that betrayed him, which means that although she's the real deal, she's not the fake-ass Queen of Cups that was before. It may cause some triggers, right? Judgment means there's a lot going on here. First of all, Nine of Cups. This, oh, look at this. Remember when I told you that the Six of Wands came out for what the Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles did for him, right? She made him feel good. She made him feel seen and heard. This person's doing the same. She feels like a wish come true. She's bringing back to life parts of him that he thought were gone. Unfortunately, that also means bringing back to life the pain that comes with that situation if he never fully healed it, right? But with the Wheel of Fortune, the universe has also aligned this Emperor with this person, because it's meant to open his heart space. It's meant to open him back up to emotions. So him doing his little stunt of going around sticking his dick in everybody, that wasn't really how he was supposed to heal. Let's see. Clarify Ace of Cups. Page of Swords. Ten of Wands. The Emperor. Yeah, see? So whoever this is, I'm going to call her Queen of Cups only because she's the Queen of Cups and this deck looks like this. She is doing similar things to the person from his past. She's making him see different perspectives. Remember how that was the person from the past? She's probably also very witty, very talkative, like the person from his past. And he's sitting here thinking, would I have to carry everything with her too? But remember, he's meant to transform. Something about this is meant to transform him. Let's see. Let's look at the Two of Cups. Clarify Two of Cups. That one flipped over. Six of Pentacles. Okay. So he's naturally being very guarded, right? Because one, this person reminds him of somebody who already hurt him and betrayed him. Two, he feels a lot of emotion for her quite fast. Look at the soulful look that they're giving each other. Like she's about to consume his soul. Like, I got you. Venus and Scorpio looks. No, I'm just kidding. So he's being guarded, very much so. But what's different about this one, remember the previous queen showed up also with the Page of Swords, which means she taught him different perspectives about life. So does this one. Yet, Page of Pentacles, she's also teaching him new things. Page of Pentacles is like around her, he feels like a student. When around the other one, yeah, she would open him up to several things, but this one makes him feel like he's having to learn from her. And he's a King of Swords. He's very intelligent, he's been through a lot. He's had experience, and yet, he feels like a student around her. Not only that, Six of Wands. She doesn't teach, or it's like she teaches just by existing, just by being who she is. Because he feels like a student, and yet he's never felt so good. He's never felt so amazing. And Six of Pentacles in reverse, he doesn't have to give her anything. There's somebody who's showing up and she's not asking for anything from him. Like, almost think of it like waves on the beach. Every time these two come together, it just happens organically, naturally, and then they withdraw. And when the universe thinks it's time, it's again, they come together and they withdraw. It's like a very natural, organic thing to where they're not sitting here doing tit for tat, like, well, I did this, so you do that. Okay, well, I did that, so you do this. It's not like that. It's just it's a very natural connection. Let's see. Next set. Seven of Cups in reverse. The Five of Swords. Four of Sacred Circles. And the Queen of Staves. Oh boy. Seven of Staves. I don't think I've ever seen this before in a collective, which is good. It's a good, it's a good thing. It changes up the rhythm, but it's, well. So remember when I said that this Emperor wasn't at his best, right? He's in the middle of a dark night of the soul. He's very triggered. He's not himself right now. Not that that's an excuse, but he feels almost like he does feel the divine alignment, but he's misunderstanding it. He feels that that divinity has aligned him with this Queen of Staves, who's very attractive to him, almost like a test. He's like, the universe is testing me. Or, I feel another thing. Not just is the universe testing him, but also he feels like the universe has allowed me a chance to get payback, to get revenge. And he's becoming, Seven of Cups in reverse tells me two things. He's becoming a little obsessed with her, as in he's hyper-focused. He's hyper-focused on her. He's dropped Seven of Cups as all these other women he was sticking his dick into. Yeah, that's not important right now. He's got a big fish to fry right now. With the Four of Sacred Circles, he's not letting her go. But maybe not for the reason that she thinks. Five of Swords, he's getting ready to defeat her. He feels like, oh man, I don't think I've ever fucking seen this in a collective. He feels like divinity has literally, look at that, aligned him to get karma on somebody who hurt him, who is just like somebody who hurt him, if not more attractive. Clarify Five of Staves. Queen of Swords, Death card, Knight of Pentacles, the Sun card, Two of Swords. So remember, the other one showed up with Queen of Swords energy too, right? He feels, it's interesting how they're showing up, because they're showing up back to back, and look at that with the Tower. But in this case, it's almost like he feels he can trust her, and that's shocking. That's shocking to him, because remember what he's been through. He doesn't trust nobody right now, and yet they're back to back. They're not. Their swords are not facing each other. They're facing each other like this. They're. You know how in battle, when you really trust somebody, you put your back up against them, and I got your back, you got mine. He's shocked. He's shocked that he feels that with her. And with the Chariot, he's like, no. He's trying to pull away from this feeling of soulmate. Like, no, we're not doing this bullshit again. The universe probably testing me to see if I'm still stuck on stupid. So he feels that this is a transformation. It is. It's just not the transformation he thinks it is. He thinks the universe is testing him, like I said, to see if he's still stuck on stupid. But in reality, the universe is testing him to see if he's learned discernment. Can he tell authenticity from fakeness? And he is learning. Around her, he's growing. Remember, he started off as a Page of Pentacles. He felt like he was a student. With the Knight of Pentacles, he grows more. The more he's around this, I feel like she's an empress, really. The difference between a fake empress and a real one. He's growing. With the Sun card, he can't help it. He wants to, it's like he wants to crush her, but then she makes him so happy. She brings to life his inner child, and he's in denial. He's like, no. What happens is I'm collecting info so that when I crush her, I know how to defeat her, right? Know your enemy. Okay. Let's clarify this Four of Sacred Circles. Let's get at least one or two cards on that. Well, never mind, we got three. Okay. Five of Cups, Page of Cups. There she is, Queen of Wands. See, this one, he doesn't know what to do with her. A piece of him wants to hold on to her, and the other piece of him is like, no, she's so similar to the one that hurt me. I can't let that go. But, we got a little crushy crush there developing. Remember how with the other queen, he instantly fell into King of Cups mode? With this one, he's fighting it. And honestly, that might be the lesson. You're not supposed to jump into commitment with people. You're not supposed to instantly fall in love with people. You're supposed to get to know them before you fall in love with people. So he's being defensive because of his past, but it's actually kind of helping him because he feels like he has to collect data on her. He has to get to know her so that he knows how to destroy her. And ironically, as he's getting to know her, she becomes more and more attractive. She's turning to a Queen of Wands. Like, she's just sexy to him. And a crush is developing. We got 6 cups here. Even if he fights it with all he's got, he's starting to develop this connection of like, this is a soulmate. But he doesn't know if it's a soulmate that's meant to fuck him up, as in teach him a lesson, or if it's a soulmate that's meant to, bless him and be a blessing. He's not sure yet. So I'm going to stop part 1 here. This one's going to be an intense one. So it's already intense. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did up until now, please make sure to react, comment, share, send stars. And if you want to see part 2, please subscribe. For those of you who have already subscribed, I will see you on the other side. Bye-bye.